Hello and welcome to the channel. My name is James and today I'm going to be discussing what I would like to see in the new Black Ops Cold War Zombies map, Firebase Z. Firebase Z is releasing February 4th, which means a trailer is just on the horizon. I'm going to be listing these off in no particular order, so starting with the first one is a simple and easy pack-a-punch. Die Machine did this very well with a simple 2-minute setup that was easy for new players to understand, with helpful markers indicating what players were meant to do. Now, I have every faith that Treyarch's going to get this right first time, so I don't think we need to worry about this one too much. My second point is map layout. I am a bit skeptical about the map being a bit too similar to Horizon Track. What I mean by that is that it's speculated that the map will be split into two halves, with a portal connecting to each part. Similar to how the castle connected to the rocket testing site via a launch pad. I'm also hoping we don't have 4 elemental wonder weapons. As nice as they are, they can get a bit tedious to keep on building them and having to memorise 4 separate recipes. My next point is character dialogue. In previous Zombies games, we've had a lot of dialogue that is story based and comical, but all we get in Cold War is generic lines said over and over and over again, which can get very tedious to listen to, especially with the same map. It would be nice to have a group of zombies only operators. These operators could work the same as our old crews like Primus and Ultimus, and they can have a lot more dialogue and interactivity with the map and each other. Next is a better boss fight. Although Die Machine was playing it safe, its boss fight was the most disappointing part of that Easter egg. An idea for Firebaze Z's boss is a corrupted version of Samantha. This Samantha would be infused with dark ether energy, and we'd have to cleanse her of that energy to free her and complete the Easter egg. This nicely leads me on to my next point of having Samantha unlocked as a playable operator for zombies. Your reward for completing Firebase Z's Easter egg would be Samantha as an operator. As Zombies players, we've always wanted to be able to customise our characters and give them new looks and personalise them. Black Ops 4 made some good steps in this direction with face paints. But it wasn't enough. Players in solo games couldn't see their characters, they wouldn't appear in rendered cutscenes, and it ultimately felt pointless to have them and earn them. Although you can unlock operator skins in Cold War, it feels pointless as you're equipping them to generic soldiers that don't really play much of a role in the story and don't feel like characters. As with many other players, I was disappointed when Die Machine didn't have an ending cutscene. Ending cutscenes have become a standard in Zombies since Black Ops 3 mainly. The ending cutscenes is what really makes an Easter egg worth doing. Whether it's a good or bad cutscene, players are at least rewarded in some way for their hard work. This next point is something I feel Die Machine really missed out on, and that's traps. Zombies maps can be defined by their traps, so there's Shinonuma with the Flogger, and Horizon Track with the Death Rays. There's a great opportunity here for Firebase Z to have really unique traps. Something as simple as a spike trap would give the map so much more character. My final point is about the enemy variety in the map. A large variety of enemies can be a blessing and a curse. For example, the Chaos storyline suffered heavily because of the many Catalyst zombies inside the maps. Firebase Z needs to have a bit more enemy variety than Die Machine, but also needs to have counters for those enemies, so players don't get overwhelmed. The new boss zombie for Firebase Z looks interesting, and I suspect it may have some sort of beam attack for the player to dodge. Well, that's what I'm hoping for in Firebase Z. Simple pack-a-punch, good map layout, a unique wonder weapon, better character dialogue, better boss fight, a great ending cutscene, and some good Easter egg rewards. That's what I want, but I'd love to hear some of your guys' suggestions in the comments below. Before the video ends, I do want to talk quickly about the channel. I'll mainly be posting Call of Duty Zombies, so that's new games, old games, and current games. But I will also do videos about games that aren't COD. For example, I'd love to do a playthrough of some of the games that are released on the Games of Gold from Xbox. I'd also like to play through some games that are on my Nintendo Switch. If there are any games you want me to check out, just leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to take a look. And with that, I'd like to thank you for watching. Please consider liking or subscribing to help support the channel more, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video.